Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Raiders are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Broncos, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Snap came at one. Now here's Dalton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Dalton. Screen play, Anderson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here. On the run, Dunbar. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
It's second down. Dalton looking. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Lynch. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 44-yard line. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the minute.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Marshall not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And tough starting field position here. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They give it to Anderson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Dalton trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And Denver getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. And Dalton to throw. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Passing, it's Dalton. Forced out to his left. And able to find Green. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now Carr. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Anderson. Oh, a nice spin. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And McManus able to put it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Raiders. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Gives to Lynch on the draw. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Carr throwing on second down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Philip Dorsett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Green brings it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. First and 10 for Dalton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run again with Lynch. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your deep.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Carr gives to Marshawn. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive?
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Dunbar. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Dalton, 1st and 10. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
10-yard penalty there on first down, so now 1st and 20. They'll run again here with Dunbar. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Coming right, this is Anderson on the toss. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
To throw his car. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carr going to throw. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They come out with one. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the silver and black continue to roll.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken in the end zone. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Lynch running the counter. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now after the play, it's Marshawn Lynch who appears to have been shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Hey, 734, ready? Check 29. Check 31. Here we go.
On third down, here's Washington. Oh, he slipped right by him. And nothing but daylight ahead. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down following the run. Run it again with Anderson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw here, Dalton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, it's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
On first, here's Washington. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
To throw, it's Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play clock winding down. To throw on third down. Dalton. Open man is Allison, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there on third down. 48 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play clock's running down. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Dalton here from the gun. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the... Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles, and that lead there for the Rams is extended. They just scored again, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Broncos on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Philip Dorsett with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the silver and black continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Back to throw, Simeon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go now.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Detroit! On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Again, Simeon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Spinning away. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr now on first down. Smith catches left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On second down, Washington. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They go play action here on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10, Simeon again. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake. Carr. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. Carr to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way. Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Washington. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
All right, here we go.
Now Anderson running right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
From the gun, here's Simeon. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Watch 13, 13's crossing. Check 13. All right, here we go. Boom!
Now a first down throw, Simeon. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Carr going to throw here. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Fresh set of downs here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. And that lead there for the Rams is extended. They just scored again. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They pitch it out to Anderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Simeon. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Oh, wait, hold everything. And timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. A carry for the Northern California native, Devontae Booker. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. A big offensive explosion helped leading them.